All right, we're here with you, and I get what you're saying on a lot of the unity thing, but unity gets tested in many different ways, especially in music. And what we're trying to do here, we're trying to expose all the DMV talent that's possible that can be done. But I still have to ask some nationwide industry questions like, what is your take on the shenanigans that rappers do on Instagram to get on? Are the DMV, are we not doing that? 'Cause I don't see us doing that type of messy type shit.
Well, we
But
ain't
we
with
also ain't that popular because we ain't doing that messy type shit. Like, look at Kodak.
Yeah.
The stuff Kodak is doing. I mean, what is your thoughts on? You know, he's talking about Lauren London after the great Nipsey is dying. He made his hair look like a freaking Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, blonde hair. He has some different sayings about what he felt about dark skinned women. Like he's always on the contrary. Is it to get clout? Like, do you think that's something we need to be doing? Is that why he's more popular?
I don't think it's something that we need to be doing. Everybody got their own wave, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I've been following Kodak since he was like 16. And that boy ain't changed. He pretty much been doing this shit, like the same shenanigans that he done had. Like yes, he been on this for a long time. That's why when he's in his response, he was talking about like why you talking to me? You know I don't listen, and I felt that. It's like because he pretty much been doing that. Now, did he cross the line?
Definitely.
He definitely crossed. He definitely crossed some people. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I still, because we come from where, it's freedom of speech.
Was he wrong?
He
for
can
saying
say
that?
whatever he has an opinion, and the boy can speak his mind on.
But you got to deal with the consequences.
But yeah, that's just the thing. It's just like I don't think he realized the consequences that was going to come from that were going to be that great of a magnitude. Everybody was talking about it. You know what I mean? So, of course,
And you got to understand the people he's crossing. Some of these people are his label mates. Not to mention that if your reputation gets too bad, now you can't get features because nobody wants to be, how you doing a song with Kodak after he said
you don't want to fuck up the money.
You become untouchable. People ain't trying to touch, at least for a while until it dies down.
Unless like Chris Brown with Jay-Z blackballs you, and then that's just, you're in a sunken place. You know what I mean? Like that.
Chris Brown.
He bounced, but it did take it took a hit on him, and then when it first started, yeah, you know what I mean.
But so if you translate that to DMV artists, are we not as popular because we're not with the fuck shit for less of a better word on the internet?
Well, Kodak has a slew of features. It goes back to the.
Now I know he does, but
the unity and just teamwork. It's just you can't be a one man gang out here. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what DMV suffers from.
And I think that's just what a lot of the city just suffers from, man. You know what I mean? And that's just coming from like, I try to control a lot of the variables, man. Like as far as the studio time, a lot of stuff just like. If you're the artist and we going in the studio, we blacking out the session. We can't have your peoples in there because they smoking and drinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like 90 niggas can't come because at the end of the day, the producer is about an hour and he getting paid regardless.
And he gonna post
of whether you know what I'm saying. You waste all the time or not. At the end of the day, he getting his. So you gotta control the variables as far as just the studio time.
And the studio's getting paid.
And the studio's getting paid.
And the engineers getting paid.
And it's the same thing. It shows the venue promoters are getting paid, regardless of if they acting up. You know what I'm saying? And they doing some dumb stuff. At the end of the day, we gotta be professional at all times. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ain't cool with that. That's what it is. Like if my mans can't come, then we all can't come. A lot of people can't just get rid of their folks either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this for a long time, and
we know etiquette.
Because we had to stand on our own too. We didn't have no DJs. We didn't have no big radio productions behind us or anything like that. It was just us, the microphone, versus everybody. And that was just all we had. And then Now we built platforms up for ourselves and for ourselves first that we can now share with others.
Mm.
Instead of, cause it's like I told my artists, I was like, we kind of like, we all like misfits. You know what I mean? Compared to like if you have an artist style, that doesn't quite fit with Billboard and everything else, you kind of like a misfit. So you have to create your own audience and create your own fan base, which means you have to network with people. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
yeah, if you can stand on your own, that's different. But for the majority, it's just the teamwork, man. We could be a problem, man. You see how Chicago blew up with it just started with Chief Keef and a little Kanye shout out, and that just sparked an interest.
But then again, them dudes do be working together too.
And there's a lot of work out there. You know what I mean?
Like, so maybe we're missing an infrastructure. Because every place we're naming, they have an infrastructure. I need a videographer. How many videographers do you think are in Atlanta?
Well, in DC, how can you not have photography and cameras out here in the nation's capital? It's a lot of stuff we got out here that people in Atlanta would dream to have. You know what I mean?
So
this
you
close.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, I can't go for that one. You know what I mean? Just like, the train can take you down Tyson Corner. You can rent like a Lamborghini or something like that. And then you can go at Silver Spring and they got big venues and stadiums.
Houses.
DC got the Verizon Center, like that. You can perform at. You know what I mean? It's just like, as far as like, circulating the dollar in the DMV, it can be done. It just takes a lot of teamwork.
Yeah.
And a lot of patience. A lot of things just ain't patience, man. It's just I think when you go down south in Atlanta, it's just people got more patience and to wait until it's their time to shine.
Yeah, it's more Southern hospitality down there.
Exactly.
Up here, the closer you go north, the more
the faster things gotta immediately knock.
Things gotta immediately knock. I'm talking about the people and the way their disposition is towards each other. So it's like, the more you go north, the less friendly cats get. The more you go, and you get to New York, they don't even say hi. Like, you just like, none of that, dog.
Yeah.
You saying hi to me, nigga, for what? Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, like the white man wants to keep us? Like, what? Like,
yeah.
I just said what's
I get
up.
a lot of that, too. You know what I mean? Yeah, they just started coming out with just some old random stuff, man.
But if you go down south, like I'm in media. I travel for a job. I get down there and I'm like, oh man, I want to do some work. All right, what you want to shoot? All right, I got a man you can shoot. Like, they just win.
Yeah.
Up here it's like, yo, I'm trying to shoot you. It's like, but what is it for? And what you trying to do with it?
Or they just don't like it, the whole venue. Like, I went down to North Carolina last weekend. I met the videographer on IG. Just put in North Carolina. He was ready to work. That was easiest conversation I had that whole week because I had talked to 3 other videographers in the DMV, and it was just a run around circus. But when you go down for North Carolina, he's like, hey, I can make it. Sure, let's work. Got down there, called me. He came, shook all my cousin's hand, say, hey, I'm going to be recording. Say, hey, you want to start with the cars and move down? Yeah, sure. Let's get it. And that was just smooth. So, I mean, like...
Yeah, it gets down to the point where are these people willing to work? And this is my thing.
I mean, it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
I want the DMV to be the DMV. Like when someone says, oh, where you from? I just say DMV. I don't specify, well, I'm from Virginia and I'm DMV. I just leave it at that, dog, DMV. All of it. So I'm repping the whole thing, bro. Like, screw sectioning it off. Because when cats is coming from Atlanta, they don't say, they may throw it in a song somewhere, north side, west side, whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that the Migos work from, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta.
Yeah.
They're technically from further north. But they just repped it all as one, and it left it like that. They featuring with DMV artists. They featuring with Atlanta artists. They featuring with the people who make the videos, the directors. You see them on their stuff.
Yeah.
2 Chainz don't have a problem doing something for Offset, and Offset don't got a problem doing something for a smaller artist.
But see, we can't do that. It
I mean,
just
why can't we do that with Wale?
it just don't work like that. Even with it's and that's the only names. It's only a couple of stars we got out here, and
We got Fat Trail.
we got
He's
him.
probably more accessible than Wale.
He probably more accessible. I think he locked right now, but he probably more accessible.
No, I thought he got out.
Oh, well then that's
Is
probably
he back
news
in
to me.
again?
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. I ain't checked on it yet lately,
But he would be more accessible than someone like a Wale.
but yeah. But more, but that's about it. All we got radio personalities like and the DJs. You know what I mean? It's a and then if you do teamwork, it's a lot of good people as far as like if you don't have a digital presence, it's gonna be hard because if you're trying to do it through the radio or something like that, like it's a couple of good radio personalities and stuff as far as broadcast, but it's a lot of janky DJs too that'll just be like, hey, $600 and I play 60 seconds of your song. And people just like, finally, I can get to be on the radio. Paying the $600.
So the payola thing is real.
Yeah, and then probably like $230 in the day, they'll play your minute, you give them the $600 and you call it square. Nobody heard.
So give me an end result.
Is real, man.
Give me an end result reason. What do you think in your mind do DMV artists need to do for us to get more prevalent in music?
Just branch out besides yourself. Just network besides yourself. It's a lot of stuff that I especially on social media that I be wanting to say to like really wake up because I see a lot more. I won't say I see a lot more, but I see things from different perspectives and places that people aren't going and stuff like that. So I try to just be like, what are y'all bringing towards the DMV? You know what I mean? I was saying that the other day, like I really bring these heavy hitters. I try to, when I go somewhere, like, we'll bring out the whole Wild Network and we have something going on down at the harbor. You know what I mean? It's some DMV related, like you bringing people here to try to build up the DMV.
Yeah. Are people,
you know what I'm saying?
You're saying people are just trying to get on there.
Yeah, but you getting on for yourself. Like you got all these views and stuff, but we look in your stories and like you say, I'm repping the DMV, but you repping the DMV in the DMV. You're not putting it on your back, going somewhere saying I'm with the DMV, come with me, and then come back and then be like, I'm repping the DMV. I got him now, new producer, new video. He's repping the DMV. You know what I mean? Like, and that just like. But they just invest in their homies and stuff like that, but wouldn't invest in somebody else to magnify the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the question's gonna be, what do they get out of doing that?
I don't know. That could be a question for me, and I'm in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? As far as investing in a DMV artist, you know what I mean? Like I could have the same chain for a year. You know what I mean? Same watch for a year. I'm cool. $600 for a camera. Why the hell would I do that? I could have the same jeans for a year, same shirt for 2 years. $600 for a laptop. Why the hell would I do that? Where's my priorities at? You know what I mean? Like, I'm investing in things that can showcase
the DMV.
The DMV and go somewhere and take the DMV with me. You know what I mean? Nobody's investing in trying to bring the attention to the DMV. They're investing in trying to bring the attention to themselves. So instead of that camera, they spent like $3,000 and got them rims on their car. You know what I'm saying? So instead of that laptop too, so you don't have to pay a videographer, they just all rush down to Atlanta for the summer, shoot a whole bunch of videos, and then jump back up here.
Why would they shoot the videos in Atlanta?
Because they just feel like that's where all the sauce is. But for me, it's like I'm time sensitive, so it's like you eventually have to have your own equipment because if something happens that week, you have to be able to catalog it. Yeah. It's just like the news. Yeah. You can't have a cameraman go down somewhere, shoot something, and then come back up, but then something happened this morning. That's why it's called breaking news. See, I got a camera, so if something were to be breaking tomorrow, and they say they're gonna have some type of event down in DC, we can gather up all the camera equipment and go there. Whereas somebody else who didn't invest in themselves,
They gotta call somebody.
you can gather up them rims you put on that car and go down there and watch with your smartphone, but you can't really invest in yourself. So it's like
there's a lot of priorities that DMV got.
It's a lot of priorities. It's a half of it is just priorities. People don't want to invest. People don't want to do what they know they got to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I had somebody draw me up a business plan, because sometimes you will get to the point that you are spinning wheels and you want to know what the hell's going on, where the profit is, what's the losses, and everything. And once I got to get to the business plan and started really talking, I started realizing that, all these people that I've been talking to, they all got services. Just ask them what they is for one service. I was just in DMs. I was like, just give me one service that you got, that you know for certain. Everything, because a lot of when I talk to videographers, they say it depends on the budget. You know what I mean?
That means they don't want to tell you a price.
They don't want to tell me a price, but that's not how it works with NBC. If you ask them, we call them and say, how much is it to get our commercial on TV? It's not depend on your budget. It's gonna give you a price and move the marker. Then the next questions come up after that. If you keep saying it depends on their budget, it's like spur of the moment. You come to me, you say, hey, you know what I mean? Man, I like that last video, man. How much did it cost? I got money on me. You like, it depends on your budget. Oh, okay.
Nah, I feel like you finessing me.
Yeah, and then I'm gone. And that's it. Or you got that little bit of honey on your hands for the flight. Hey, how much you want to trade? We normally start at $200. Yeah, our budget was about $400. So you think we could get 2 of those for like $350? I had to talk and see what's going, but I think that sounds about right. Boom. So now it's like I said a number. I'm not going to McDonald's and I say, can I get 2 blanks? And they be like, depends on your budget. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just boggles my mind. Like, I want a price. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think it's a lot of artists don't know how to price themselves right. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, I ain't doing no video with him, man, unless he, it's like, how much is it for a feature? You can't I'm just trying to tell you, it really sounds like all my DMs and emails, because I feel like I'm just talking my life right here. Like, how much is it to get a feature? I have the money. How much is it to get one feature off you? It depends on your budget. Okay. Let me go to this studio. Hey, how much? I need 2 hours of studio time. I'm trying to do a podcast. How much do you think I might want to pull out this weekend? It depends on your budget. Okay. So then you finally get that photographer. Hey, how much for you to shoot? And this is in North Carolina. How much for you to shoot me and his vlog going down the cars or something like that? Yeah, we got about something like that, maybe 4. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I can work with that. Give me a day. Let me check that over. I'll get back to you. So I just feel like transparency always gonna win out.
Yeah.
But a lot of in the city, they ain't trying to be transparent, man. A lot of people ain't got it like they say they do. So that hurts a lot. Like in Atlanta, they transparent. They be like, they just like, look,
1,500.
This not even that, but this is what we doing. You can see how we moving.
They even said in their rap.
Yeah, they tell you like
64
feature. You know what I'm saying? Us, we just keep numbers around like they some type of hidden treasure or something like that. And that's not for everybody, but that is for a lot, man. It's just like you can't get no.
Who are the main popping artists from the DMV right now? Besides the knowns like Wale and Fat Trail, other than that, who's the?
Well, the artist, of course, I'm gonna say that it'll be biased. The artist I'm working with right now, Sweezo, that's one of the hottest ones that I know off break, and I know that because, that boy's been working hard, and I say he got the livest events. So it's a difference between, you gotta ask me because you talking about as far as social media
I mean,
presence or
if
an
you were
actual live event. You know what I
if
mean?
you were a company looking into the DMV, besides Fat Trey and Wale, and who would you think was doing what they were supposed to do?
I would say this artist Sweezo that we definitely in partnership with, 100%.
Because we got business with Akil,
I seen some good stuff with him.
Akil VCR.
I definitely seen some good stuff with him. I like his. I like his music a lot.
Hey.
Yeah. And
Now we're actually gonna be doing a sit down with Akil soon. Sit down, just like we doing here. We're gonna do a sit down with him and sit down with some other people. This is New Regime. This is where the DMV.